Hello, this is Mrs. Huntley. This is the first video of Module 2, Topic A on transformations. You should have a packet that has a purple front cover and it says Module 2, Topic A in the top left-hand corner, and then this kind of gives an overview of the different lessons that we're going to be having. I'd like you to open, please, to page number 1 on the inside, and it should say coordinate plane at the top, and then it indicates that there's notes. There's not an EQ line written at the top, but there certainly is plenty of room. So I'd like you to write down the following essential question. What is the coordinate plane and how do I find points in the coordinate plane? So you're writing that at the top. And then this should be a review of the coordinate plane. You should be somewhat familiar with what a coordinate plane looks like. We're reviewing it just to make sure that you understand all the pieces and parts of it before we get into our geometry unit. So the coordinate plane is a coordinate system formed by the intersection of a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line called the y-axis. Now hopefully you remember horizontal is like right left, like the horizon, and vertical is up down. Okay? So our up down axis is called the y-axis, our horizontal or right left axis is called the x-axis. Points are labeled with capital letters in a coordinate plane. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers that can be used to represent a point in the coordinate plane. It's like the address of the point that's in the coordinate plane. And it's often expressed, or I guess always really expressed, with the x coordinate coming first and the y coordinate coming second. And that's called an ordered pair when you have an x comma y and they're in parentheses. The first coordinate, the x coordinate of an ordered pair, it tells you how far left or right to move from the origin. And I'll explain this and it'll make a little bit more sense once we have some pictures to go along with our words. The second coordinate, the y of an ordered pair, is the y coordinate, and it tells you how far up or down to move, okay? Quadrants, the coordinate plane is divided into 4 regions or 4 quadrants. So let's take a look at a coordinate plane here that has some pieces on there, but they're not all labeled exactly the way that they should be. So let's go ahead and label up the way that it should be labeled. Hang on a second, let me get a pen going here. Okay, so our vertical number line is our y-axis. The horizontal number line is our x-axis. The center is the origin. So from the origin, if I'm going right, that means my x is a positive. My first coordinate would be positive. So these 2 regions, x is positive. Why are you not writing? There we go. If we're moving to the left of the origin, that means your x is negative. From the origin, if my y has me moving up, that means my y is positive. If it has me moving down, that means my y is negative. So if I have an ordered pair that is positive, positive, I'm just going to switch colors here. If my x is positive and my y is positive, it's going to go there. If my x is negative, but my y is positive, it's going to go there. Let me undo that. X is negative, y is positive. Then if they're both negative, they're going to be down here. If x is positive, but y is negative, it's going to be down here. Now I talked about the 4 quadrants. They're actually numbered in a way that you might think is backward. If you think of a C for the coordinate plane, that might help you to recognize how they're numbered. This is number 1, and it's shown by Roman numeral 1. This is 2, and this is 3, and this one would be 4. And I always use my C to know exactly what direction I'm going. So we're starting here and we're going around to counterclockwise, and that's how they're numbered. Again, this is my x-axis. This is my y-axis. Okay, this is like a number line, and this is where both number lines are 0, 0. Okay, this is where my x is 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's -1, -2, -3, -4, etc. On my number line, my y number line, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be my -1, -2, -3, -4. So if I have a coordinate pair that, I don't know, I'm going to just make something up real quick. Let's say it's 2, 4, 2, 4. I'm going to come over to the 2, and then I'm going to go up to 4 and make a point there. That's how I would show that type of a location. And that's a coordinate pair is showing you a location in the graph. I'm just going to take that out because that doesn't need to be here. I just wanted to give you a little bit of additional information there. Let's go ahead and turn the page. The graph of an XY is the point in the plane that corresponds to the ordered pair x, comma, y. So here we have a graph, and we've got a whole bunch of different letters on it. And they want us to write order pairs that correspond to the labeled points. So I'm going to give you an example with A. So A is located right here, and that would be from the origin. The origin is always 0, 0. It's where both number lines are 0, and that's where they cross. So my x, I'm coming over to 2 points. Here's 1, here's 2. So my x is going to be 2. And then I go up 1, 2, 3. So my y is going to be 3. And that would be the ordered pair for A. I'm going to erase those marks. I will make marks on the graph to show you where I'm going and how I'm getting there, and then I'm going to erase them off so you don't have to copy those marks. Now for B, where is B located? B is right here. So again, I'm going to start at the origin, and I'm going left 2. So that's going to be a -2. And then I'm going up 2. So that's going to be a +2. Hopefully this is ringing some bells because I know that you've done this in the past. Let's do C. C is right here. From the origin, I'm going to the right 1, 2. So my x is going to be 2. I'm not going up or down at all, so my y is going to be 0. Okay, and D is down here. So D, I'm not going right or left at all. I'm going right or left 0, and then I'm going down 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be a -3. E is right here. What I'd like you to do right now is pause the video. I want you to do E on your own right now. See if you can figure out how far left you're going and then how far down you're going. Start your origin. Hopefully you got that one. Let's see where F is. F is down here. So go ahead and pause the video and figure out how to get to F. Okay, I'm going right 3, that's a positive move, and then down 4, that's going to be a negative move. And G is up here. Not going right or left at all. I'm going up. Pause the video, see if you can do H on your own. And then finally I. I is at 0, 0. The origin is always 0, 0. Hopefully, again, this was a review. Next, we're going to plot and label the ordered pairs on the coordinate grid. So A would be at 4, 1. So again, the center is 0, 0. If I'm going over 4, that's right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, I go up 1. I'm going to make a dot and label that with a capital A. So the first one's done. B is at 0, 1. So I don't go right or left at all. I just come up to 1. And I'm going to label that with a capital B. C is at -2, 5. So from the origin, I'm going to go left 2 and then up 5. I'll be right there. If this is easy for you, you can go ahead and pause the video and just fill them in. If you're still struggling, you can follow along with me a little bit more. Starting again, I'm going to switch colors here. Starting at the origin, I'm placing D right now, which is at -3, 0. So from the origin, I'm going to go left 3 because that's negative. There's -1, -2, -3. Now I don't go up or down at all because my Y is 0. So there's D. Erase those marks. E is at 3, -2. So from the origin, go right 3, 1, 2, 3, and then down 2, 1, 2. And that's where I'm going to put my E. I'm going to erase those dots because I don't want you to think I'm making points where they don't belong. I'm just showing you where I'm counting. F is at 1, -2. So again, I start at the origin. My X is 1, and then I go down 2. That's going to be F. G is at -4, -3. So for G, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be where G is. And H is at 0, 0. Okay. Hopefully, again, this was a review of the coordinate plane and you remember how to find your coordinates that you're looking for. Now, if you notice, I added the word summary at the bottom here. I would like you to fill out a summary for every lesson that we're going to do. And the way you're going to start your summary is by making sure that you answer the essential questions. So what is the coordinate plane and how do I find points in the coordinate plane? So the coordinate plane, again, is two intersecting number lines, a vertical and a horizontal number line. And your X coordinate tells you to go right or left. Your Y coordinate tells you to go up or down. Okay, that concludes the first lesson. I hope you have a good evening and I will see you tomorrow.